Hi guys, Retian here of the Modern Terrain Craft, and welcome back to another episode of The Walking Dead. First of all, I would like to apologize for being away for so long. My mom passed away not so long ago, and it was kind of hard to focus on crafting. But I'm back now, and for today's episode, we're going to be making a gas station. So this gas station is going to be playable inside. That's a new thing I'm trying out now. And we start out by making a base that is 23 centimeters and a half. Show you. 23 centimeters and a half from here to here, and 15 centimeters in height here to here. Okay, then we're gonna be cutting out or printing out. I simply chose this. Some tiles. Just cut them out, print them, glue them on. And that's what is going to be our floor for our gas station shop. Okay, so next what we're going to do is we're going to be cutting out 4 rectangles that actually are 14 centimeters in length and 9 centimeters high. Okay, you're going to be cutting out 4 pieces, and of course it's optional. One will be for our door, one with a window, and the other 2 will simply be plain walls. Now you don't have to do a window if you don't want to. I'm doing it just for a little bit of variation. But yeah, just remember the walls are 14 centimeters because they go right on here, and the height is 9 centimeters. Okay, so let's get to this and attach this together. One other thing, I took some, as you can see, some plexi cards, transparent heart thing. I don't know what to call it in English, but you know what it is. And one is actually going to be for the door, because I'm going to be making a glass door. See? And, well, you guessed it, the other one naturally is going to be for our window. Okay? But we are going to be gluing these on before we're going to attach our walls. Okay, maybe a quick tip: what I do is, because the hot glue and this plastic sometimes doesn't go hand in hand, so what I do is simply take a drop of white glue and smear it, as you can see, to dirty out the edges. It will dry rather quickly. It also dries transparent, so no worries there. But it will dry rather quickly, and it will give it a little bit more of something of a grip for my hot glue. See? Excuse me. And I'm going to do the same with the window. So simply put a drop. Don't need to go overboard because that's not necessary. Just smear it out on the edges. This will help to bond with the hot glue on the cardboard. Okay. Okay. Continuing, we put down the hot glue bottom, and you're gonna align it here with the wall. I don't know if it shows up on camera quite okay, but yeah. See, just make sure you have a little bit of spacing and align it with the front piece of the tiles. You're gonna do now, because you have to measure it out a little bit, so this one will go here, and this part will reach this side, so we're gonna put the hot glue down at the bottom and on the side here, like this. I'm going to stick it down, hold it for a couple of seconds, and try to do this on camera, of course. Alright. Next we're going to do excuse me, next we're going to do our back wall. Put it down here. careful, make sure it does align with the outer end, the edge of our building. Don't worry about this, we're going to be putting bricks over it, so you're not going to be seeing it anymore. Okay, so now I have to, because it won't fit otherwise, you know me and my clumsiness, I have to cut off a little piece here. So the way I measure it out is I simply put this at the back here so it aligns with the end, and see how much of an overlap I have. And mark out that piece you have too much. So like so. Take one of your stronger scissors, cut it off, and let's see, still going to be too much probably. Yep, of course it is. A little bit more. Wow, it will fit now. So I'll put my hot glue down both sides. Place my wall in, make sure I'm at the other edge here, like so. Wow. Careful not to burn yourself, guys. So yeah, now we got this covered. Now before we're gonna glue in the windows, as you can see, I've printed out some brick texture. I simply went on Google Images, typed in brick textures, chose something that I like, placed it on a Word document, enlarged it or shrunk it the way you see fit. So you end up with something looking like this. And then simply take your scissors to it. Now for those of you who are more into the really the way I did my apartment building, like carving all the bricks out of foam board, you can still totally do that. Instead of using cardboard, just simply use foam board. Now I am sick and tired of carving out bricks, and I found that on the baffle board, this will actually look equally as good, and at times, if not even better. So yeah, but that's personal preferences, guys. If you're gonna follow my craftings, the new ones I'm gonna be making will always be playable on the inside, and I will be working with a lot of these things. You can see it will end up looking like this, but you'll see what I mean. So at the moment, what we're gonna do now is simply take white glue. You can use a glue stick as well, but the problem is with glue sticks that I don't have one at the moment here. So yeah, I'm simply gonna be using some white glue, but believe me, if you do have a glue stick laying around, it's much better for this type of crafting. And what you also have to do with white glue is simply take a cup with some water, dip a brush in there and smear it out, because otherwise it will end up looking like crap, guys, believe me. So if you have a glue stick, you will save yourself all this trouble. I'm simply doing this for those of you who are like me at the moment and don't have a glue stick laying around. So yeah, this way will work too. Now we take our piece of paper, our brick, we're going to be laying it at the edge like this. Make sure it's nice and straight. So lay it down, put a little pressure on there, make sure it's very smooth on the side. Okay? take your knife, your cutting board underneath, and simply slice through the paper gently. There you go. Now I have this overlap, it doesn't matter, you can fold it or you can simply tear it away. I would have been better off folding it, but it's just an example to show you guys. But yeah, it will look like this. See? A brick texture. Now I'm going to do the same for the back wall. I'm going to show you this as well. And smear some white glue on there. A cup of water. My brush. Stroke it out. That sounded weird, but smear it out. Make sure you have no lumps in the glue, because believe me, it will show through the textures of the paper. So make sure your glue is all smeared, and you can use a 50-50 PVA water mix if you have that already in a cup or something, and you can use that, of course. Works the same way. But I don't have that here at the moment, so I'm improvising. There we go. Take my bricks again. Do make sure that your bricks align. Like this. This is actually the hard part. Do make sure that they are straight as well. And then again, when that is done, cut it off, like so. Wow. Now don't worry about this, I am gonna be putting something to the side here as well to cover up some of the mistakes, or the way you want to call it. But yeah, let's first continue gluing the paper here on the door and on the windows and everything, and then I'll be back. I'll show you quickly how I cut out the door. I'm gonna show you with the windows. So simply glue the paper over it, flip your building. Try to do it on camera so you can see what I'm doing. Then simply put your knife to the edge. Try to be as accurate as you can, just so to slice through the paper. It's not all that easy, but it's not all that hard either. So once you have the groove line, simply take your knife and cut through it like this. Now this is easier to do with foam board than with cardboard, because foam board doesn't give away so easily. So yeah, but basically there we go. Simply the core of my building. Now, you can see the window. I'm going to be gluing that in here. So on the outside it will look like this. And now I can start to do that. Now I'll simply take my building, try to show you on camera, run my hot glue here, like this. take the piece of your window that you've covered with the PVA and stick that part down on the hot glue and tap it slightly. Voila. There we go. Give it a little bit of pressure. And there we go. Our window is in there. See if you can. We're gonna do the same for the door. Excuse me. Do the same for our door. Drag the hot glue. The edges here. Grab your door. You don't have to use a glass door like I'm doing. You can use whatever you guys prefer, of course. And you can even make a system that you can open the door. Mine, well, it doesn't have to open, but you can easily do that. There's many ways to make openable doors. I think I even have a video in which I show you, but if not, DM Scotty has many things like that. DM's Craft, go check those guys out. You'll find a lot of tips there. That's where I basically learned most of my crafting from. So, but yeah, there we go. Now, yeah, it's not finished. There will be a bar here, but I want to show you something. Something I picked up at a very cheap toy store. It's a stupid looking piece of well, of a gas station. It cost me €1 for some cars and this crap, but I actually just wanted it for this. Now I am gonna be gluing. You can make this by yourself out of cardboard or cardstock. Now I'm simply taking this and gluing this on the edge here on my board, like so. See? Voila. Now guys, don't worry, if you don't have this, you can easily make this out of cardboard or cardstock or foam board, or simply go on YouTube, on Google, print yourself some images of a pump, print that, glue that on a little thicker piece of foam board, and voila, you have yourself a pump. But well, I simply had this, so might as well use it for this video. So yeah, there we go. So far it looks like this. And we are not done, but so far it looks like this. Okay, grab yourself a paper drinking straw, cardboard drinking straw, or a regular one, but as I mentioned before, I like the paper ones. Now, we're gonna be, in my case, I'm gonna be covering up where I cut off a piece of this, and it will fit nicely around here, as you can see. Right, but first things first, we're gonna be measuring out. Now, mine is higher, so I'm simply marking it here. Take my scissor. And I'm going to be cutting 2 pieces. Like this. Quickly. They will fit on here, or they should fit on here perfectly. Voila. See? Like this. But before I'm also taking 2 barbecue skewers, and I will be shoving them in there when I glue it. Why? Because it will fortify the paper. Okay. So I cut out 4 pieces, and what I'm going to be doing now is first put some hot glue on this thing here. Take my paper drinking straw, glue that in place, take my 2 barbecue skewers, I'm simply just dragging my hot glue over it, and I will be shoving that in here. I'm using my metal ruler so I don't hurt my fingers while I'm pressing it down. See? And it's fortified. I will cut off this. Voila! Simply snipped off the end, and it aligns nicely with my roof. See? And simply do the same for this side. Voila! Voila! There we go. See? Next what we're gonna do is make our roof. For my roof, I'm taking another piece of double corrugated cardboard. Take my gas station and make sure I align the edges here. And simply mark out where it ends. Like this. See, here and here, and now it's simply connecting this. So take my ruler, my knife, and that's will be my roof. Now I'm gonna make something on the side here, so it will create an overhang and a little bit of cover for your miniatures to stand upon. But basically this is what it will look like so far. Okay, I cut out excuse me, I cut out 4 strips that are 2.5 centimeters in height, like this. Then what we're going to be doing is taking our hot glue again and simply squirt some hot glue on the rim here, one of the smaller pieces, and attach it about halfway almost, like this. Doesn't matter if you have things sticking out to the side, because we're going around it anyway, like this. Okay? Be sure to line up these parts. Give it a little press. Like this. And basically do the same for all sides. Before we attach the last part, we're going to simply snip off the pieces that stick out, except one, you can leave one, and refill and reload the glue gun when necessary, of course. And attach our final piece. Like so. There we go. And when that is done, put out our last pieces, and as you can see, we have our roof. It fits on there nicely. It's a nice piece when it's standing on the board. And when you're playing, you want to play inside, simply lift off the roof and put it back on again. Nothing to it. Okay. I also have something I cut from that barbecue skewer. I simply cut off a little piece. Take my gas station to the front side. Put some hot glue down here. Stick that down center like this. This will be something for our sign. Okay. Well, guys, that's it for part 1 of this video. I hope you enjoyed it so far. Next time we're gonna be finishing up by painting the things that need to be painted, and putting furniture inside of our store, and painting some things, and finishing our door and the windows and the tills and everything. Okay, so thanks for watching, guys, and also for those of you who stuck around, I still appreciate all your support. Thanks for being so patient with me, guys, for being away for so long. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm back now, so I'll be making more crafts soon. Hope you still enjoy them. And thanks for watching, guys. Part 1 of our gas station. Okay, see you next time. Bye.